G'day everyone, welcome back. So we haven't posted for a very long time, and sorry about that, but we had a lot of stuff going on, and the boat took a lot longer to paint, as we said in the previous episode. So this is episode 99, so we're nearly done 100 episodes, which is a lot of effort, a lot of editing videos, which my wife does all the editing, and we're basically up to, we've painted the boat. So we did have a lot of footage of me doing all that work and painting it and blasting it, and unfortunately I think I've lost one of the SD cards over the last several months of not doing anything with them. So yeah, that seems to be all gone. I probably will find it one day, probably as soon as we post this episode where we're going to use all the footage. I bet you I'll find it now, but unfortunately we've probably moved past that now. So what we're going to do is I'll show you where I'm up to. I've just been cleaning the boat just now, so we're going to show a bit of that, and then we'll walk through the boat and hopefully put up some images of what it looked like before and what it looks like now. It's getting a little bit dirtier now because it's been sitting for a very long time, and we've got no windows on the boat currently, so all the birds have been flying in and shitting everywhere. So unfortunately it got a bit dirty, I have to clean it up a bit, and then let's get the windows on. So that will stop all the birds getting in, and we'll make it watertight and keep the inside of the boat clean from now on. The wife gets very angry when I dirty everything up, but she's not here at the moment and I get to keep playing around in the dirt. So let's get in and have a look at the boat. Alright, so what we're going to do is start in the aft cabin and work our way forward. Obviously you can already tell it's nice and bright in here. We will be putting some tinted windows on, which will, you know, make it a bit more dull, but that's alright. We can do what we need to do. I'll pop the windows here because I'm going to be putting them on soon. And you can see it's all nice and white in here now. So it's a little bit dull because of I've got some tarps up here, not letting much sun in, but it's nice and white everywhere now. Painted the bilge, so I actually made this bilge here a lot shallower. Put some concrete at the bottom and put the epoxy on the top. This is the aft head. This bulkhead's nicely painted bulkhead there. This is still the undercoat, so we'll fair this. As you can see, there's a big weld going all the way down here. So we don't want to see the weld, so that will be faired, and this will be faired. We've got a plate that's been welded in there. That was all rusty, a big rust replacement plate going all through there. So that whole strip has got a weld here and a weld there. So that needs to be fixed up. We got a little bit of dirt from I have to clean up still because the birds coming in and the dust from not having the windows on. But this room is looking really good. It's got a bit of board up there for the hatch. I'm going to have to put the hatches on soon so no more water can get in. We painted all around the rudder stock. So all the studs are on. So I don't really know what to call this room, but I'm calling it like a walk-in wardrobe area, because basically you're just going to have a cupboard here for storage, and that's the whole room. Then access into the machinery space through here. So machinery space is painted. I've got the wet vac in there, ready to do a bit of a clean up. Hot water system, poo tank, and then a whole bunch of other stuff have to go in there. The electric motor propulsion system is going to go underneath in there in the main saloon area. But yeah, all nicely painted, all white. Lots of welds. This isn't going to be faired, but we probably will put a board across here just to line the walls. but most of it will be covered in the wardrobe. Still a little bit dirty. I got the pressure washer all ready to go to do a bit of cleaning. As I was painting, I got a little bit of mud everywhere, like my footsteps kept browning everything up, so all that has to be cleaned up a bit. But this has been sitting for about 6-7 months now. This room is nice and white. Got the double sunroof here, so 2 hatches, Dorade on either side, so it lets a bit of air in. So the kitchen goes across here. I've painted all the setup for the settee, and I've painted the kitchen bench frame. So it's just a frame that I welded on there just so I could put the bench top on and screw it in from underneath. And then underneath it, I'll build the cupboards out. But it's just a little bit of a framework just to make it easier for me later. All the floor rails are in and painted. Yeah, it's looking good. One thing to keep in note is that I've got stainless steel fasteners on all of these. Let me see if I can get the sun to work properly with the camera. So you might be able to see that the paint, like the fastener goes all the way down to the hull there, but I had to paint all the way over the weld and a few mil past the weld. That's fine because that'll all be taken up with Lyson or acrylic perspex. So that's all going to be, like, the thread weight will still be exposed. But when you weld, you've got to go past, you've got to paint past the weld, so you get past the dissimilar metals so that the cathodic and anodic reaction is all covered by paint. So had to do all that. So pretty happy with how it looks now. Still roughing the ladder at the moment. I haven't built any steps, but it's looking very nice. Got the 4 brackets painted, which the companionway slide is mounted internal of the boat and slides out. So it's all like nice and neat outside. We don't know what to do with this area up here. It's going to have some sort of decorating or whatnot, but it's a bit of a wasted space really. So compression post, that's stainless steel. I didn't really paint it because, you know, it's stainless and we're going to box it in anyway because it doesn't look very nice. So we'll box that up, make it all nice and square. We've got the kids' bedroom, got the window again ready to go on, got a single bed and a double bed, all the frames are painted. The bilges are painted, they're a little bit dirty at the moment, I've got to clean them out. But all nice and white now. Got another Dorade there, another Dorade there. Didn't show you the 2 that are in the aft cabin either. But that's all nice. And then we've got the forward head. So this is the oldest room. It's a little bit thinner than the others, but it's fine. So many hull plates welded in here, so you can see the giant welds everywhere. But no need to grind those welds off. The insulation's just going to go over that anyway. But all the studs all painted on the base of them, so all the windows are ready to go on now. We've got our piece that we welded in because we didn't want to use that forward bulk, past that forward bulkhead as a V-berth. We wanted it as a large sail locker / a workshop. So we welded up that part of the bulkhead and then made it watertight. So that's all hunky-dory there. So what we're basically ready to do now is I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning, not too bad, but yeah, we'll get the cleaning done. Then the next step is putting the windows on, sealing the boat up so it doesn't get any dirtier and the birds stop coming in here and pooing everywhere. So happy with that. We're progressing very well and I'm been excited to show you the updates and where we're at. So for this episode, we're just going to finish off with a little bit of cleaning up. Glad I could walk you through and show you what I've been doing over the last many months and get everyone back up to speed so we can start rolling on with some more footage. So we'll yeah, I'll just do a bit of pressure washing and cleaning up, and then next week when we come back we're going to look at doing the windows. We're going to Stickerflex all the windows on except for these big ones just because I don't have the material for that yet. All the little windows will be Stickerflex on. I'm going to put the tarp back on this properly so it's all covered again, so water can't get in here and birds can't get in here. And then I'll have to order some material for those windows. It's much bigger material. And then yeah, we'll start fitting some stuff out. We might have to start moving onto the outside of the boat because there's great weather at the moment. It's not too hot, not too cold, and yeah, we do some work on the outside. The last couple of things I've got to do on the outside is the dinghy davit system, finish off the hard dodger, and I've got to make a bowsprit. The pole is in for the bowsprit. We're just going to make the anchor roller and all the boards that go out to it and finish off all the handrails. So there's not a lot to do outside, but it'll be good while we've got the weather and the longer hours to get that done. So I'll probably leave you there and I'll finish off with a few videos of me doing some pressure washing. I hope everyone enjoyed all this hard work that we put in painting it, and hopefully it looks good and we can progress forward and all the exciting stuff coming up. So thanks guys, I'll see you next week.